Let's talk about my favorite new point and shoot camera. Hey, what's up? It's Ryan, and thanks for watching this video. Before we get started, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. It would mean so much to me if you did. And with that, let's get into the camera. Today's camera is a new point and shoot camera that I picked up recently. I saw it, I was comparing a couple of different point and shoots. I had the Contax T2. I didn't like it. I actually talked about it in this video up here, so go check that out. It was a great camera, but it wasn't really working for me. And I still have my Canon AE1. That's more for my camera that I want to use like manual mode and things like that. And then I have my Mamiya RZ67 for my medium format camera, portraits, landscapes, stuff like that. But I really wanted to get a good camera that I could take with me on hikes, on trips, just with me around the block when I go for walks in the evening, and just an all-around camera I can have on me at all times. For a little while, it was the Olympus XA1, which I also did a video that you can check out here as well. Love that camera, but I wanted something a little bit better with a little bit sharper lens and a little bit more automated controls that just took better photos. And I found that in the Yashica T3 autofocus point and shoot camera. I found out about this camera when I was actually looking at a different point and shoot camera, a Nikon point and shoot camera that was looking really good, but a fellow YouTuber and photographer did a comparison between this camera and the Nikon camera, and this one took much better photos. And the greatest thing is there is a little screen that covers the lens right here, so if you ever accidentally put a fingerprint on it, it doesn't get in the way, and when you shoot with it, it slides right out of the way, so you don't even have to worry about moving it or anything, and it goes right back on there to protect that Carl Zeiss lens. Yes, this thing has a Carl Zeiss lens on it, and it only cost me like $200 for this camera. Carl Zeiss makes the best, sharpest lenses out there for cameras, and this little point and shoot comes with it, and it shows in the photos. So let's just talk about this camera just a little bit. Again, it's a basic point and shoot camera. It's very simple to use, very easy to use. You load the film actually in the back. There is a indicator inside to read the DX code to know automatically what ISO your roll is, so your camera can auto adjust for it. On the top, you have this protector cover that protects you from accidentally taking photos on this bright red camera button. Now, I love this because sometimes you'll be taking a photo or just walking around in the camera and you accidentally hit that shutter button and you get a photo like this. Right next to it is actually what you press once you get the roll in the camera. This automatically loads the film into the camera, so you don't have to worry about it. And then of course you have the Carl Zeiss lens under that protective lens hood. So I've been actually taking this camera with me on the walks I do after work because I'm working at home and I need to get a little bit of energy out at the end of the day and burn off my calories. So I go on walks or runs at the end of the day, and I took this with me on a couple of walks around Astoria, and I was really impressed by the photos. As you can see, this lens takes really sharp photos with really good color representation and really good focus. The autofocus on this camera is really good as well. There's actually something inside of the eyepiece that lets you know this photo may be taken at a slower shutter, so you may get a little bit of blurry photos. So with that, you have to keep an eye out. So when you see that flashing flash symbol inside the eyepiece, you know that it's going to be a little bit shaky unless you use that flash. And to use the flash, all you have to do is hit the button on the side. It pops out and takes it right for you. The flash on this is very representative of like a 90s style kind of really blown out white bright flash, as you can see in some of these photos that I'm going to be talking about in another video, but I wanted to show you an example of it in this. This is from an upcoming video where I took this camera with me to shoot behind the scenes on a video for my buddy Dimitri. But this is a great camera, especially if you're looking for something that's like a point and shoot, mindless and easy to just take with you on trips, on walks, or to a party or whatever, and just shoot and not even have to worry about it. I will say there is about a foot you have to have in between you and your subject because it gets blurry if you're a little too close to your subject. But again, the photos come out really sharp, really crisp, really beautiful. I highly recommend this camera over any of the point and shoots I've found out there. This thing takes great photos, has a great battery life, has a cover on the hood of that Zeiss lens, and takes just incredible photos. It's a lot of fun to use. I highly recommend it. You can find them on eBay, on Etsy for pretty cheap, around 200 bucks. Takes regular 35mm film. It's a lot of fun to use, and I highly recommend using it. But again, that's the Yashica T3 autofocus point and shoot 35mm camera. I hope you like the photos. I hope it inspires you to go out and take some photos. Pick this camera up if you want a really good point and shoot. And again, thank you for watching this video. Please thumbs up, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Just shoot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.